because it's 8:05. So
Yeah, where's Neil?
all of these other motherfuckers are late.
Mike's here.
Yo, I just woke up from a nap.
You and your naps, buddy.
It's gotta be,
Yeah.
man. Your life's gotta be tough, bro.
Yeah, sleeping's the best drug there is. It's the healthiest.
Oh man.
hmm The underside of the beard's turning out nice.
There you go. Yeah, I trimmed mine off after Sunday, man. That pollen got me so fucking bad, dude.
What? Look how short that beard is. What's going on, man?
Yeah, I trimmed it all off. And the heat between the heat and yeah,
Hmm.
heat and the fucking pollen, and then I'll sweat balls in my sleep. So my fucking chest and my neck just been getting hot lately. So I'm like, you know what? It grows back, don't it?
Oh yeah, without question.
For some of us, it don't grow at all.
I mean, like
We
I've
get
been
there.
taking, I take an inch off this almost once a month. So
Jesus,
There
dude,
you
this
go.
isn't even at an inch, and this has taken me 3 months to grow.
right,
Like under here, I mean, I normally have the goatee, but under here and the sides, this is 3 months. Like that's
right.
pathetic. So, is Neil joining or no?
I don't know.
He seemed interested in the topics tonight.
He did, but I don't know where he is now.
This is terrible. What is this? Ugh. Sam Adams Porch Rocker. It's like I'm drinking
Porch
lemonade.
rocker. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. There you go. I got good old triple.
Have
Richie
you had the
Bright.
1554?
I haven't. I've seen it. How is that?
It used to be my favorite beer.
It's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better on draft than it is in a bottle.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna step away from the camera for just a minute. You guys chat it up. I'll be right back. Dos momentos.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, no, man. I was by the time we got to Holy Taco or whatever it was, White Duck.
Yeah.
I was freaking tired. Like I was just like passing out in my chair. I was like, no, I'm done. I've had a long day.
Yeah, I should have realized that my eyes were gonna be that fucking red, and it wasn't until I got in my car and I was like, Jesus Christ! And I was leaving. I was like, oh my God! I was like, I look like a crazy man right now.
Yeah, it was a good day though.
Hell yeah, dude. I was sore between because that's the thing between the allergy medicine that doesn't work that well, but works good enough, and then the allergies, and then me being sore and a little hungover. I was like, dude, I was shot. I didn't go to work on Monday. I was like, nah, I'm taking a me day. Fuck that.
I had to go to work. It was my first day back after vacation,
Yeah,
and I was just
yeah,
like, I showed up and I was just like, I don't want to be here. I just don't want to be here. And of course,
yeah.
there was a million things to do because I had been on vacation. Like my dad's way of communicating with me is through post-it note.
Okay.
So he'll usually like if I'm not there, he just leaves something on my desk with a post-it note. And I've got like my desk that I sit at, and then I've got two work benches, working desk benches that I usually use for doing various things. And my computer had or like my monitor had like 30 different post-it notes on it.
Damn.
And both desks were filled with stuff with post-it notes on it.
Oh my God,
Yeah, I
dude.
was like, you really can't survive a week without me. Like you cannot survive. Where's the part for
That's a
this?
lot of work.
Yeah, it took me all of probably 2 hours to clear everything.
Oh, okay.
some of them were questions, some of them were, hey, you got to work on this, put it on your list. Hey, you got to work on this, put it on your list.
Yeah.
And so I just, okay, fine, yep, oh, that one's done, that one's done, that one's done, yep, already sent off the email for that. But, like today, so one of the things I had to work on was this sensor for this guy. We were redoing some stuff. I had to do some work on him and then reprogram him and test him and then ship him out because I got a trade show next week. And I get out of the 8 of them, I get 6 of them working. One's got to go
Where's the
back.
trade show at?
I don't know, California, something like that, Boston.
Oh, damn, you're going to Cali?
No, I don't have to go to the trade show. I just had to get these up and running so that way I could ship them to him so that way he could have them and test them
Okay.
before he went to the trade show.
I'm following you now.
So I get all of them working by like Wednesday. I'm like, cool, sweet, awesome. And I ship them off, and my dad's like, they work 100%. I said they do exactly what you told me they needed to do, as we discussed.
Yeah.
With our other software programmer and you. They work exactly the way they're supposed to. In their cases, with their little extra charger, I don't know. I didn't get that far.
Yeah.
And so I shipped them off. Well, that was yesterday. Today,
Okay.
we get a call from the guy, and he's flipping out. Flipping out. These don't work. They don't work like they don't do what they're supposed to do. What the hell did you guys do? And my dad's like, turns to me. He's like, you said they worked. I said they did exactly what they were supposed to do that we had discussed. They worked each one of those that I sent out, double tested. They all work.
Yep.
So we get on the phone with him, and he's like, so I shut the unit off and I put it on the charger and the light doesn't blink like I wanted it to. And we're like, well, that's because you can't, the way this hardware works. Like, we can make it do that in future iterations of this, but the way this is currently designed, that wasn't part of the parameters, and the change we did, you have to leave it on if you want that to work. Otherwise, there's no power to make the LED blink. And he's like, well, no, it needs to do it. And we're like, you can't do that. You can either leave it on and put it on the charger and have the LED blink, or you can turn it off and it'll charge, but there won't be an LED. And so I had to write up this big, long, like 2-page thing about what each LED does and how it does it and at what voltages. And I was like,
Yeah.
So, but luckily, I was right in that it did everything that we had said it would do.
Yeah.
And all of them
Well,
worked.
there you go.
So I was like, it wasn't my fault.
To fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah. And then earlier this week we had, we're trying to get the same customer, but we're trying to get boards built for them, and the company that's building them has had, apparently their machine has been down for 2 weeks, and they didn't tell us. And we're like, our customer has enough boards left in their inventory for like 2 weeks. And they're like, well, we're not going to get them. We're not even going to put them on the machine until like 2 weeks from now. And we're like, no. And so, what with one thing and another, they finally get the build up and running. And they call, and my dad's like, listen, we need like 100 of them, like next week. And they call up and they're like, oh, well, you put parts on the other side and you did this and that, and it's going to make it harder to build and take more time and yada, yada, yada. And my dad comes running down the stairs. He's like, we've got parts on the other side of the board. And I was like, yeah, you fucking put them there. You were, I was not the one. You were the one who said, I'm going to do this. You put them on the other side. You're the head engineer. Like, you're the high mucky muck. I don't question what you do. You do things and I go, that's the way he wants them. Otherwise, he wouldn't have fucking done them that way. And so he's flipping out. And he's like, you can't ever do this. Like, anytime it's got to go on your checklist. And I'm like, he's like, you're getting defensive. I was like, you're yelling. What the fuck do you want from me? Like, I didn't do this. I built what you asked me to. I was like,
Right.
it wasn't like that on the previous rev, and I pull out the previous version of the board. I'm like, yes, it was. I didn't do it. I swear to God, it's not my fault.
You're
So
like, you know what? Just let me take over, buddy.
yeah, sometimes, I can run it for a while, but I need his expertise in a lot of things. I don't know electrical as well as I
Oh yeah.
probably should at this point. I know voltages, I know amps, I know all that kind of stuff, but I couldn't tell you what value resistor to put in to make something do this thing the right way. Couldn't
Okay.
tell
Right.
you.
Yeah.
What size capacitor do you need? What yada yada yada.
Well, he's got a shit ton of experience doing that shit.
Yeah, he does. 40
Who
something
does?
years. My dad.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's probably got 40 45 years worth of it. So, yeah, it's been an interesting week, but they're gone tomorrow. Oh, we finally broke out the 308 and went shooting.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, my dad took one shot. First shot, he went, "Ow! I don't like this gun. I'm gonna
Oh
sell
my
it."
God.
I was like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "You fired one shot." He's like, "It hurts." It's like, "Why don't they have like a buffer tube on it or something like that?" It's like, "Cause there's no gas exchange. The only reason you need the buffer tube is for the semi-auto. This is fucking bolt action. So they're not gonna put one
Yeah.
in there." Like,
This is supposed to be a sniper rifle, and it hurts.
so he's like, "Here, you sight it in." I was like, "All right, fine." So he got on the binoculars and I fired off like 20 rounds or something like that. And he's like, "It doesn't hurt you?" I was like, "No, because I'm not a pansy." Like, the first shot, the cheek guard caught my headphone as I was and it on the fire, and it ripped it off my head, and I was like, "Okay, ears
Damn.
ringing a little, but just don't put my head in that position." So,
Right.
but it didn't hurt me. I thought it was fine. I liked it. Real
Yeah.
light trigger, real light trigger. It's nice. So that's been my week. How about you guys?
Been working.
Except for Monday.
Working. It's been yeah, except for Monday. I did not do that on Monday. I
So
rested.
wait a
Oh,
minute.
there's
You
Neil.
took Monday. Let me get this right. So I was listening. I couldn't talk. You took Monday off?
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Why?
Uh because I felt like it would be a good idea, and then it was.
It was.
What up, Neil?
No mic, Neil. You don't have a mic. Can't hear you. There you
Can you
go.
hear me now?
There.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
I got a mic. You always got a mic, don't you, Mike?
Oh yeah. I like how you can
Okay.
see the farm behind you. It looks cool.
Oh, Russ just dropped.
I
There
think
he is.
Russ is in that back room over there, ain't he?
Yeah,
He
he
could
is.
peek his head out, and then you'd see him.
I'm bleeding out of my foot.
Oh, you are, dude?
Yeah.
What'd you
Probably
do now?
got tetanus.
Probably
Oh
got
man.
tetanus. Not from your finger, but from their foot.
Yeah, well, apparently tetanus lives in manure.
Really?
And
Thought it
it's
was-
also anaerobic, so it really doesn't like oxygen. So if you just let it bleed, the blood will flush all the tetanus out, and you don't need a shot.
Okay.
Ever. So
Okay.
next time you have a puncture wound or something, squeeze it till it bleeds a bunch, and then deal with it, because it bleeds all the tetanus out of it for you.
Okay.
That's what my chiropractor told me, anyhow.
Okay. That's good to know.
All right then.
Facts.
Knowledgeable man.
Seems like it. So yeah, got to get onto the topic of the evening.
Topic of the evening.
Whether or not
What
to
did you guys
believe
talk
the new.
about already?
We're
Diaz?
just bullshitting. I was talking about my
Oh.
week at work and how chaotic it was because I was on vacation last week and everything just kind of hit the fan, and so it's what we were talking about. Waiting on
All
you.
right, so Bill, do you keep up? Do you keep up with the news cycle? Do you listen to the news a lot? Why do you listen to it a lot? Why do you not listen to it a lot? How are your feelings about it? Talk to me,
Oh,
baby.
wait a minute. Like, start with one question and we'll all four take turns with it. You can't do all those questions
News,
at
it's
once.
all news, baby.
Well, I asked him one question. It was just I had a lot of participles in it, or whatever they call those participle verb present part for the present.
Tangentals.
So
Tangenitals.
so
And genitals.
I
Yeah.
try and look at the news on a daily basis, if not multiple times a day. I try and look at different sources because, left side, right side, center. Because I want the real story. I don't think that any one side is presenting the real story. They're presenting their story. Whatever's going to get them ad space and clicks and yada yada yada.
Do you believe you are getting the real story by
No.
viewing different speaking heads?
I believe
At
I'm
this
getting
juncture.
no, I don't. I believe about half of what I read, and I don't even believe it's really what we should be focusing on. I think it's all cannon
Yeah, but
fodder.
if you read three halves, you should have 125% of the truth or something, right?
No, 150%. Three halves.
Yeah, but you know some of it's
150.
bullshit. You know some of the 50% you're listening to is bullshit, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you, what causes the lack of faith in news, right?
It's
Lobbyists
uh
that pay the news off to lie, and they get away with it all the time.
I think it's again it comes down to fear mongering and the want to sell more ad space and um yeah, like they just it's hard. I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say. It's just I don't think I'm getting the full story ever.
So then why waste your time? Like why waste your time? Like all
Because
the
you
like
you
if you
do need to know about some of
For
the
the Easter eggs.
you need to know
There's
about
always
things that
secret
are
shit
going
hidden
on.
there all around. You know, like the fucking cameras weren't working in the subways in New York. There was 33 bullet shells found. You know, they'll give you little Easter eggs and be like, yeah, this is just some fucking planned setup shit to fucking implement higher surveillance or some bullshit like that. You guys know it's coming.
So
But
let's
fucking to give any reason for them to pass it off, so people are like, yeah, just do it. Yeah, it sounds like a good idea. Yeah. Fucking motherfuckers.
so an example I have is the whole Jazine Maxwell thing, right?
What?
She
Yeah, please.
Lane,
Ghislaine,
Jizz Lane.
Jizzy.
whatever. She gets convicted and that's it. That's all you hear.
Media blackout. Nobody publicized the trial. Nobody publicized the results. Nobody publicized any of the people that were implicated in the things that happened during it. Everything was a blackout. Nothing happened. She went to jail. Good. Case
And
closed.
that's the
Over.
end of it.
Goodbye.
Where is she has
Now
a
we have to talk about Jada Pinkett Smith pooping in the bed or whatever because Johnny Depp fucked her.
Amber Heard pooped the bed, not Jada Pinkett Smith.
Whatever. Same thing.
They all poop the bed.
It's all in the right news cycle.
It is. But where is that list? Why are the people who committed pedophilia freaking not facing the consequences? And it's because the people in power paid to keep that quiet.
Well, that that new
I
judge they
think
just swore in as a pedophile sympathizer. She gives lesser sentences, and they're like, yeah, she's a black woman, just like we said. We're putting her in.
Yeah.
Good, right? Good for the pedos.
I think personally it's that love is love, and at the age of 12 years old in most indigenous cultures you are considered an adult, and anything over the age of 12 is alright with me. personally. Some shit is still creepy, but you know, I'm a big pro. You do you. You know, so 12-year-olds I can see. An 11-year-old, a 7-year-old, 7-year-olds it gets weird. Like how does shit fit? Doesn't fit. Doesn't make sense. You know.
Same
You
is
just
true with
causing pain
midgets.
to this child. Well, midgets are completely different. Midgets
Midgets.
are grown adults and they can handle pain.
They are? I thought they were cryptids.
Oh my
So
god.
anyhow,
We're gonna get thrown off YouTube.
We are.
Push
No
the
doubt.
envelope.
Elon Musk buy YouTube next.
I saw a funny meme about it showed Bezos and Musk sitting side by side, and Bezos looks at Musk and he's like, "Hey, heard you're about to buy Twitter." Musk is like, "Yeah, man, Amazon's next." Bezos just kind of laughs. Musk
Yeah,
pulls
add
out
to
his
cart.
phone and goes, "Add to cart." I thought it was
Yep.
funny.
Add to cart. The meme that's going around right now is he's gonna buy Facebook next and shut it down.
Oh, please do. Like, yeah.
If he was smart, he would buy MySpace and he would turn everybody on MySpace into Tom. He would
Into Tom.
aggressively seize their profile pictures and force everybody to be Tom from MySpace.
Yep.
He's definitely
there's a
gonna
social
troll on the world
Be like a
once he
Wojak
takes
level
it all
4.
over. He's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm taking all you guys to Mars." He's gonna be driving the rocket. He's like, "Turn around, you guys think we're going to Mars? We're not going to Mars. Like, where are you taking us?"
So,
We're
Russ,
going
what do
to
you
another
think
fucking
about the news?
galaxy, man.
I don't think you should spend more than. I don't think you should spend more than 2 hours a week on it. Like, I think you should get the gist of what is going on, and that's about it. Real honestly, if you spent way more of your time focusing on who was doing what locally, with your local representation, with your town and things like that, I think it would be way better time spent.
Lead a lightning, baby, for sheriff.
Yeah, legal
Double
lightning.
bells. Lead a lightning.
I saw a sign up in Bloodville.
She's thunderstruck. I heard she didn't like black people none neither.
There
At
was
least that's what her sign looked like.
You don't live in that county, Neil, so it doesn't matter.
I know, I can't vote. They stole my fucking vote from me. I might go over there and register.
So I saw a sign in Bloomville for some candidate for like Department of Transfer or something like that. Department of Transportation. And the guy's name was Clavin Clifton. And I was like, you sure it's not Cliff Clavin? All I could think of, like, I saw that name and I was like, I'd vote for him just because his name is so close to that Cheers guy.
Oh my god.
But I wonder if his parents went, oh yeah, you know what? Our last name's Clifton. We should name our kid Clavin. So.
Like an autoclave?
What?
Isn't that the shit that spins your blood around? An autoclave?
No, that's a centrifuge.
Yeah, it spins your blood around so they can isolate things in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just for your blood.
No,
but
an autoclave makes things sanitary. It heats them up over boiling.
Yeah. With gravity, right? Pressure.
No,
Like a
just
pressure
pressure.
cooker with
Not
gravity.
gravity. Just pressure.
Well, if it spins and it's creating fucking
But
G-forces, definitely.
An autoclave does not
spin.
Oh, it doesn't. It just does
No
it.
spinning.
No, it's literally just a pressure cooker that you put needles and knives in. That's all an autoclave is.
Fuck that. Call it a pressure cooker then. What the fuck is that?
No,
That's
man, they gotta slap
That's
a
fucking
$350,000 price tag on it and sell it to the freaking health department for.
That's gatekeeping, dude. That's what's wrong with the fucking world today, dude.
Fuck
Fucking
gatekeepers,
autoclave.
man.
Autoclave? That's
Clav.
some Swiss bullshit for fucking laundering money is what it is.
They're not that expensive. You can buy one on Amazon for $60. It's not that impressive. It's not as impressive as Bill made it out to be.
We can start calling it an autoclave.
New name of the podcast. Tonight we're buying an autoclave.
That shit sounds Slavic, dude. Autoclave? That's
It does.
Slavic, sure.
Are you even
Really?
pronouncing? Is
Slavic
it
as
even
fuck.
like called
Slavic.
that?
No, it's an autoclave.
Okay.
That's how you guys pronounce it. I don't know.
There's
I
an
was
E
I
at
was
the
grown up.
end.
I was grown up to believe that however you want to pronounce words is how you pronounce words, and that's the beauty
Oh my
of
God.
language.
It's
You
Gen
could call it a
Zer.
clave.
Dude, Jizzy, dude,
Autoclave.
fucking Stein. Dude, come on. This is language. It evolves like we do.
Yeah.
Autoclave.
Dialectic.
And that's why we
Slang.
have words like "Hey, bae." You can't put the extra
Hey.
fucking B in there. It's babe. Hey, babe. Not bae.
No,
It's just how
A
you
is an
feel about it,
acronym
dude.
for before all other, before everyone else, or before. What is
Yeah.
it? It's
All
Farmers
else.
used to buy us.
before all else. Oh my
It's just an
God.
acronym.
Oh my God, we're getting.
Yeah,
kicked
but
off.
babe comes from baby.
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 Why'd they call it
That's where,
baby?
you know,
Why would you
babe.
say baby?
'Cause I got
Baby
you,
supposedly is rooted in Babylon.
Yeah.
Babylon.
Babylon.
Etymologically. I don't know. I
Babylon.
wasn't there. Maybe I was.
Because she's bad, right?
Baby,
Maybe it
baby
was.
lion.
From the city of sin.
Baby lion.
All right, so let me try to talk about the news in a coherent fashion.
Yeah, sure. Be just as coherent as the news anchors. Coherentist.
So my favorite version of the news is Colin Jost and Michael Che. Saturday Night Live. It's 2 minutes long, and that is all the news I
Okay,
need
no,
for the
it's not
entire week.
Okay.
I haven't seen Saturday Night Live.
None
like
of it's real, but it's fantastic.
They kind of stopped being funny after like Will Ferrell or whatever.
Will Ferrell. Jesus, man. Jeez, could you pronounce one thing right tonight?
Oh my God.
Funny.
His pronouns
I
are
actually-
was
I actually
and
seen
went.
one a little while ago, 3 years ago. It was actually kind of funny. I was like, oh, is SNL back? But it doesn't matter because the huge machine of fucking human progress has made like your own preference completely negligible now. Like there is a target audience for everything you want to sell, period. So nothing has to be anything that you want it to be. Like that's why like fucking cable networks are going away. You know what I mean?
Even
Because nothing
Netflix
has
is
to
going
be-
away at this point.
Nothing has to be very like tightly grouped and put into the same fucking mind frame. The whole
Yeah.
world's schizophrenic now.
Yeah. Okay. Let me ask you guys this: what's your opinions on what's going on between Disney and Ron DeSantis right now? The battle that's going on between Disney and the state of Florida.
Call that a cockfight.
Okay.
All right. So, let's be honest about this. What are you questioning, Michael? And by that, I mean what part of it? Because
What are your opinions on? I mean, basically, Neil summed it up. It is pretty much cockfighting. But I guess, like, are you saying like should Disney have as much power as they do, or continue to grow and monopolize? or should, you know, certain states kind of like do what they can to put the fire out a little bit?
So Disney is not a monopoly. So Disney just happens to be the largest single employer in the entire country. Disney.
Man, they beat Walmart.
Yes. Yes.
I don't see how that's physically possible, but I'll double check that with a quick little Google.
So Disney has more employees in one place than most towns have. Disney is larger than Johnson City, including fire department and police department and all of that. They handle all of it. And from what I'm understanding out of the news right now, is Disney is relinquishing their rights to do their own road maintenance. And that is the argument right now. Because it is private property, and for this whole time, Disney has been doing all of their own road maintenance on their entire property, including all of the hotels and like subdivided area around the park. And now they're asking the state to cover. And I could be wrong. I have been wrong plenty of times about news. That is my understanding of what is going on between Disney and the state of Florida. Is Disney is now asking the state of Florida to cover road maintenance is one of the top talking points that I heard today.
Fuck that. I didn't hear that yet. That's the first time I've heard of that.
Yeah.
What do they call those? I think those are what we call subsidies. Right?
So,
that's exactly what they're asking
no.
for, is a subsidy.
No.
Yep.
So was I right about the largest single employer in the country?
Inside the argument here, it's a private property, and they've been maintaining their own grounds. And what they're asking for is taxpayer money to maintain their own grounds. That's a subsidy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Private company on its own grounds. That's what a subsidy is. Right? That's how all professional sports stadiums get made.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much every single one of them, right? Kind of like harkens you back to the Coliseum, where we used to just go watch gladiators kill each other and shit. Because it's good to quell the fucking anger of the masses. You need to have some form of entertainment, so we're willing to pay for it. It's not even a big deal when they do it. Even if it costs billions of dollars to make this goddamn sports stadium for no reason. You don't have to like sports. You don't have to believe in sports. You don't have to watch sports. You never had to play sports. But simply because you were born in a place, you are now beholden to this goddamn sports team because they took money out of your pocket. It's a government subsidy.
Well,
it
that's like
people who are established in a field, and not people who are starting in a field, and that's it. Fucking subsidies. Sorry.
You know, Musk gets a lot of tax credits for his carbon emissions.
Fuckload. He gets most of his money from the goddamn government. You know that?
That's what I heard. It's our money. We own Twitter, not him. Fuck him.
To be honest, until the guy really fucks up, I don't really care if my tax money's going to a guy that's fucking a rogue.
Yeah.
He's proven himself to be fairly rogue.
Yeah, doesn't necessarily.
I'll turn tail on him in a second because he's just another prick, but for right now, I don't
He's going to be the first real, actual, like, mutant superhero once he installs the Neuralink 12.0.
So
yeah,
here's the problem.
The internet, and Elon Musk owns us now.
So here's the issue I have with all of this.
I have 10 billion slaves.
Zordon from Power Rangers. He's gonna come over and be like, my children. All right.
So I don't know if any of you did any of the research, but Disney employs 80,000 people in Florida alone.
Okay.
Jesus.
Johnson City, including the outlying area, is only 61,000 people.
Yeah, but that's not a fair like equation, right? Because Florida has like 5 to 8 times more people than Tennessee does.
Yes, but
5 to 8.
the size of Disney alone
Like
is
the
bigger
full,
than
like the
Johnson City.
Yeah, but
It's
Disney
pretty big.
employs thousands of people working on fucking computers in offices that are not at Disney World. It's not a
No,
bunch
this
of dudes
is
in
this
Mickey
is
Mouse
in
costumes.
Orlando. They employ
Okay.
80,000 people in
Okay.
Orlando.
Okay. That's
So it's
pretty
not their,
big. That's a
yeah,
lot of
not their
people. Huh?
studios. Yeah, dude, I could
They
tell
got a
you,
lot of
Canada.
resorts.
they
They got a lot
you
of
don't
resorts and
see
water
half,
parks and
you don't see half of what goes on at a Disney park. Like, I had a buddy got sick at Disney World in high school, and passed out on a bench and puked. Within 30 seconds, there were 6 Disney employees surrounding us. One to clean up the puke, actually 3 people to pick him up and move him off the out of visible range, and like 4 people to block everybody else's view of what was
Yep.
going on. And they all came out of freaking hidden entrances that were around us that you don't even realize are there. And within 2 minutes, there was zero evidence that this kid had puked or had ever been there.
Yeah.
Like,
they got underground tunnels.
they do. Disney is
That's the
built.
highest ground in Florida too.
Yeah, it's built. It's originally built in a swamp, but they raised the level of it so they could put tunnels in everywhere, connecting
That's the
everything.
highest. So what you're saying is Disney has a plot to contribute to climate change until it sinks the
Yeah, of
rest of
course.
Florida, and the only thing that's left is Disney World.
I
Yeah.
think Disney World will still be underwater.
Nah, dude, it's
It's
gonna
not high
survive.
enough off there.
It's not.
Not
You
if
got
it's
way
highest
down.
point. You think all of Florida's gonna disappear?
No way.
Dude,
No
it's flat.
way. Look, dude, Shepard Smith,
How
back to the
fucking
news.
flat? What's the
Shepard
highest
Smith
point in
once
Florida?
told,
How
you know,
many
you
feet
guys
above
know,
sea level is it?
Highest point in Florida is like 354 feet above sea level.
Mount Dora is
You
pretty
think the
high.
sea's gonna rise 354 fucking feet, buddy?
if
That's a
the
lot of water.
if the
Hold on,
firmament
mute button.
falls,
That's a lot of water. 354 feet's a shitload of water, considering that as it grows larger, it has to fill in more and more territory with all those feet of water. Do you really
That's
think
Florida's gonna disappear.
354 feet? Buddy, I'd like to run some calculations. If I have a calculator one of these days and I can get a good measure of the entire amount of ice
What
on Earth
the
altogether,
watch
I
on your
guarantee
the
you-
calculator on your watch
I
doesn't work?
guarantee you, every bit of ice on Earth melted into the ocean will not raise sea level more than 165 feet. Period. Every bit of water.
No, but it's.
Every fucking bit of frozen water.
I'm
every
not.
single
I'm not
bit.
saying it's gonna happen in our lifetime.
No, I'm talking about the feasibility that it happens. 360 feet? Nope, not a chance. Not with every bit of water on Earth.
No,
How big is
the
the ice
continents
wall
are
in
gonna
Antarctica?
shift. The continents are gonna shift. There's going to be more islands that are born out in the South Pacific. They're gonna just
Wait a
keep
second,
growing
how
in the
are you
Ring
trying
of
to-
Fire.
Hey, Bill, you're gonna claim right now that the more Earth is going to get onto Earth, and that will make less room for the water? That's not how it works. There's only so much Earth.
So okay, so well, no. What I'm saying is space is going to be taken up in the ocean by islands that are being born right now.
Out of what? Things that eject out of the mantle of the Earth?
Yeah,
Okay,
they're
what-
called
what was the
fucking
timeline on
volcanoes.
Yeah,
What's
and
the
what do you think
timeline
happens
on
to
this?
the rest of the Earth as the mantle ejects land?
Here's a piece of information for you, all to consider. Okay, if you fill a glass with ice cubes, completely full with ice cubes, and you fill it up with water and you set it on the counter,
It displaces more water than melted water. We all know
that's
this.
exactly right. So if all the ice cubes melt, guess what happens? Nothing. The water goes down. The water goes
360
down.
feet, the entire ocean of Earth? Not a
And
chance.
and if the planet heats up, that means more water is suspended into our atmosphere and cools the planet down because water takes away from the sun rays.
Mhm.
Now, I'm no scientist. No scientist. I can tell you this. If I put a gallon of water out here in the yard and the sun heats it up, by the end of the day, it's half gone.
Yeah.
So, if ice melts, it if it's on land ice, it's going to raise the water for a little bit, but it's already warm, so it's going to evaporate.
Yeah, you have a more humid Earth, which is good for plant life, right? Because
It's way good for plant life.
in the early Triassic period, when we had extreme levels of fucking greenhouse gases in the air, you know what we had? We had a very, very, very fucking green planet. Because it was all humidity and everything had all the water it wanted all of the time, because it was just always in the air. It didn't even have to wait to rain. It was in the fucking air. And
Right.
everything grew. So, yes, your beach house that you decided to put 6 feet above sea level will be gone. Because
Maybe.
you're a fucking idiot.
Maybe. It probably won't. It'll probably have more beach access.
It might. 365 feet of the entire Earth's seas raising is, I believe, statistically impossible given the amount of matter on Earth, period. And I'd like somebody to run those numbers because I guarantee you they're right on. 360. Get the fuck out of here. Think all of Florida's gonna be gone? Not in a million years. Not in a billion years. Not in 20 billion years. It's never going to go away. It might sink because of tectonic plates. Yes, I can agree to that. But tectonic movement is not fucking the seas rising because we're like dicking around in our Toyota Corollas.
Hey, you guys been to St. Augustine?
Nope.
It's a good place.
Russ,
I
you
like.
ever been?
It's a very piratey town.
Oh, that's the old one down there, ain't it?
It is, yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
first
Spanish
place I've ever
pirates. Yeah,
been.
it's like, yeah, founded in 1400s, something like that. Oh, bro. Everything's limestone.
Yeah, like some of the building, like the supports and whatnot, you can see the seashells like in the rock that they had built. When will it happen?
Alright, so anyhow, this is how I feel about news, okay? The way I feel about news is, number one, if you did not see it yourself, you cannot confirm it happened, period. That's my first feeling about news. I don't trust a goddamn word they say. Not a single one. Even if I believe it happened. If I hear from somebody who's there, I believe absolutely. Number two, you have to have a bead on it because you need to know what people are talking about. Because people watch the news, right? Everybody watches the news. Somebody's watching the talking heads talk.
Yeah.
So you need to be like somewhat capable of like talking to people, but really most of the time you got to just talk how you feel.
Yeah.
And whether it's right or wrong doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like the shit I'm talking about, Florida, 360 feet. I'm saying that's for real because inside my head it is. That's total bullshit. I didn't run any numbers.
So they're saying so.
I'm making this shit up just like everybody else is. You know? So don't fucking pay attention to it. Be able to talk to people. You know? That's how I.
So they're saying by 2060 they estimate that 1/3 of Florida, the bottom third of Florida, will be underwater.
What's the
Like
average fucking height
Miami
above
and the
sea
Keys
level
and
from the
shit
bottom
like that.
third of Florida?
They're saying that the sea level will only rise 31 inches by
I'm already
2060.
good.
Yeah, by 2060, Bill, huh? 31 inches, less than 3 feet.
I didn't say this was gonna happen in our lifetime, motherfucker.
Look at the clock. 100 years, 3 feet. Bullshit. You think they got
2060 is only 40 years.
You think
It's
they
less
got
than that. It's
100
38.
shit, and you think it's
Damn,
gonna keep
bro.
rising that fast? No way, buddy.
And it's 3 feet? It's 3 feet. The storm surge off fucking a hurricane is more than 5.
Fuck yeah, it is. The storm surge in high tides up north in Maine, they have 28-foot fucking tides, dude. Okay, and storm surges get really aggressive because everything is fjord-like. It's deep crevices and rocks. Storm surges get stupid fucking large. People get buried in water, and then the water goes away. And that's the fucking turning of the wheel, man. Come on now. Vacation homes. Who has money to have a house on the water? Rich people. Duh. You know, like that's the only fucking people that suffer. Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
My goddamn sand beaches go away. I can't drink my fucking Mai Tais with that chick I like to fucking sexually harass. Sexually? The hell is that?
What's that island in Dubai that's just built with a shit ton of sand? They just keep piling sand on
Oh,
it.
they
but
got
it's like,
they got a bunch of them.
yeah.
Here, I'm on Google Earth right now, so let's see if I can find it.
Boston? Is it Boston?
No, they've got one right here. I'll show it to
Built
you.
on sand.
This is official Google Earth right now.
We built Boston just like that. People have been doing that shit forever, dude.
So here, I'm
Forever,
gonna
yeah.
popping it into the conversation. They built an island that looks like a palm tree, kind of.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
They had that guy dig that canal that looked like his name too a little while ago.
Let's see if I
You
can
can see
find
it
that
from-
one. Cause like I said, I'm on Google Earth right now, looking up a whole bunch of stuff. Cause I was gonna show you Abu Dhabi. What caboose? Hi, buddy. What's up? Is it that time? Chester's annoying the crap out of you. You gotta go outside. I will be right back, gentlemen.
Gotcha.
Puppy dog needs to go out. The old puppy dog. Actually, they got two of them. They got a small one, they got a large one. They got another cool one right over here. I'm gonna send you a different photo.
So
yeah, they have like
one
they
of
have
them
like
is you have Large Palm Island, which even Trump has a tower on, and then you have Little Palm Island, and then you also have the World Islands, and they have made the entire world flat out of islands over there
Yeah,
in
that's
the UAE.
yeah. So if you look at the picture I just sent, you can see large, small, and then you can see what they're doing with the other islands. With the world island, you can kind of see it.
you can get paid like 80 grand to go over there as a working hand to go work on them fucking big buildings they try to put up because they ain't got enough people over there to do it themselves. You make good money doing it.
It's too hot.
Think so?
Mm.
Mm.
Yes, and you're not allowed to have alcohol over there.
What?
Well, yeah, that's a big no for me.
Yeah, right? Well, that's a no-go. Yeah, there's a
I'd be having some alcohol. I'd be getting alcohol off rich dudes. I'd be doing side work for them and shit. Hey, buddy, you got any alcohol? I charge like $85, $90 an hour, but if you got a little bit of alcohol, you can give me. I'd probably do a couple projects for you in my spare time. Might even quit. Can I drive you Ferrari through the desert? Yeah. They just abandoned it. These motherfuckers get repoed and shit. Like wheeler and dealer guys go over there, get repoed cars and shit. They abandon them in the desert. Saw a whole goddamn YouTube documentary on it one time.
Yeah.
Like just Lamborghinis and shit hanging out right outside of
What?
fucking whatever goddamn thing they got over there in Saudi Arabia or Abu Ghraib.
I heard those motherfuckers are wilding out with like leopards and shit. You know, they got these big exotic cats. They'll be fucking walking down the street in their big old robes and gold chains and shit and fucking.
Yeah, it's like fucking
the ones,
Vegas.
yeah,
on
the
steroids.
ones who have oil. Yeah, man.
It's like Vegas on steroids.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
fall behind in payments probably because they're not paying attention to them. Then they just abandon the car.
Yeah.
You want a Bugatti? Go out in the desert near fucking Abu Ghraib or whatever, Dubai.
Abu Dhabi or Dubai. Ah. Wrong pipe.
Do you think there's a collective narrative? Do you believe that there has been and has generated through the course of the last 10 years or so in the news media a collective narrative where things are generally shared amongst the people that exist in the media world, and not with the people that exist in the regular world. Is that something you believe or disbelieve?
I believe.
We know for a
2
fact,
thumbs up.
just if you go back and watch the Hurricane Katrina footage from '06, like there was definite spin from like what was actually happening to what was broadcast, and it was blatant.
Yep. They threw the Super Bowl that year for the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah,
They made the New Orleans Saints win the Super Bowl because it had to be the thing of the year. It was Hurricane
Yeah.
Katrina.
Oh, they came back from
After
such.
recent memory.
Yeah, they came
yeah,
back
they
from such a track.
overcame.
Yeah, overcame the diversity.
So
Oh.
what exactly
Yep.
is that narrative trying to accomplish, and who's in charge of it?
That's a ritual, in my opinion.
I'm gonna sound like a conspiracy theorist at this point.
There we go.
They're
Oh
trying.
yeah.
The Great Reset. Chaff and Flare for the Great Reset. You know what that is?
Oh yeah. Klaus.
Klaus and his weird
Wow.
manservant there.
Yeah.
Like, I think.
But what's their like? We all know about the popular conspiracy theories, but what's the aim? What are they getting at? What are they trying to do with the narrative? What are they trying to usurp out of you, a human being, out of your mind? What are they trying to get you to do and think?
They want our loosh.
They want our money.
Loosh.
They want
Our
our
loosh.
money.
Do they want our money? They already have our money.
No,
dude.
they have
Not-
money. They want our loosh, our energy,
have
our
our
attention,
money.
our focus, our spiritual essence.
They want to
bro.
turn
They
us
want
into
our fucking
batteries.
souls,
God
dude.
damn it!
They want our souls.
That's a good idea, Bill. Batteries? Dude, I've been saying this shit for a long
It's
time.
the Matrix. No, they're not. Dude,
There's
the
not
human
enough
body
fucking
is the
lithium on
worst
for
battery
every car.
in existence.
Dude, I'm a 2-stroke battery, dude. I'll run all day. You just gotta feed me oil.
We do not put off enough energy to be a battery. We don't store enough energy. Like, we consume
yourself, buddy.
more than. I mean, yeah.
We consume way more than we produce in heat.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
In
no
heat.
way it would work.
You ever seen the amount of kinetic energy I can deliver?
Not if you're in a tub.
Well, I don't want to be in a tub, dude. That's why I don't live in one.
I'll be right back. I need a beer. I need a beer if I'm going to continue this conversation.
No fucking tub, dude. I'm out here in the world. I chopped down a bunch of fucking goddamn thorn bushes, dude. Chainsaw come up and bit me the other day and everything.
Really?
Goddamn.
Where'd it bite you at?
Took my denim with me. Fucking ripped the
Did-
whole
oh,
goddamn
but it
thing.
didn't get your skin though.
Not hardly. It caused a little bit of blood, but not
Damn,
much.
bro.
Thorns did the rest.
Been haphazard
Talking about
lately,
kinetic
huh?
energy, bud. Jesus
How'd you
Christ.
get that hole in your foot?
What's that?
How'd you get that hole in your foot?
Which hole?
You said you got a hole in your foot. You got tetanus or something.
Oh, I don't know. I have my feet bare, and something stabbed me.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Didn't even pay attention to it, really. Squeezed it so the blood came out, though.
Yeah.
So now I'm safe from tetanus.
You heal right up. Heal right up.
Tell you
Yeah,
what.
brother. There's a fucking agenda, dude. Straight up.
Do you think
Straight up,
pharmaceuticals are necessary?
dog.
I don't think so. I
What's that?
do think what you got to do is you got to go to like Tractor Supply and shit and get like pet drugs.
Hell
Like you
yeah,
get like good
ketamine?
good broad
Like
spectrum
ketamine?
antibiotics and shit. You get antifungals and shit from
Oh.
fucking Tractor Supply for animals. And this is all just shit that we used to use on us like 50 years ago. It might not be so high test like the new shit that makes you fart out your ass and like your internal organs come out or nothing, but you know, it's pretty good stuff. It works.
What is it? What are you talking about? You talking about ivermectin?
Nah, I'm talking about this blood clot shit. Caitlin just
Oh,
got it.
okay, but it's
It's
like
called
it's
super clot.
super
It
clot.
stops bleeding, it numbs pain, and disinfects.
Oh fuck
Super
yeah,
clot.
that's cool, dude.
It contains aluminum sulfate, ferric sulfate, glycerin, silicon dioxide, lidocaine, benzathionium chloride. All right, and if you look up all of those things, the first three clot blood good, and then glycerin obviously helps clot blood because it's glycerin. You know what I mean? And then the other ones are pain relief and getting the antibiotics, you know, in you. But
Yeah,
like that's better. That's better than some shit a doctor's gonna give you once in a while. You know what I mean? Because they like
yeah,
all have deals with people. Like, why do you
yeah,
have a
yeah, yeah.
deal with a dude? You have a drug dealer? You're a doctor. The fuck is wrong with you? Didn't you have a fucking oath? Did you swear a fucking oath about like not doing this shit? You stupid fucking prick.
They get tied to that insurance and those pharmaceutical bonuses. Selling them good stuff.
It's probably because the mafia got him in it for fucking 280 grand to go to college.
Yeah, that could be
Where the
it
fuck
too.
you in it? 280 grand to go to college, dude. How many fucking years of honest production is that? Let's call a good median 35 grand a year, right? A good median 35,
For what?
38, 40. Let's call 40. 280
Okay.
grand. It's like fucking 8 or more years. Now it's 6. Yeah, fair enough. You're giving up all your money to work just to go talk to some fucking guy who doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about either. Because the only people that teach are the ones that can't do. Right?
Yeah.
You're getting taught by the worst people in the entire class of people who know how to do what you're talking about.
And those that can't teach, teach Jim.
It's a good profession for you, Bill. Bill. Wow, Bill, gym teacher. You be feeling up little fucking girls and
No,
shit.
I wouldn't, dude. Not even. No.
I had one that did that. His name was Mr. Petrie. Was it Petrie? Yeah, I think it was Petrie. Mr. Petrie taught fucking gym. He got bagged for fucking touching girls. Weirdo,
Oh,
dude.
Keystone Light, man. Nice. Nice.
Keeping the cheap beer tradition alive.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm only.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but a keystone is a very specific stone.
What do you got there,
Keystone,
Clint?
the keystone is
Nasty
the
Gansett.
very final rock that you place in an arch. That is the
Yes.
keystone.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
Because
listening to a podcast where they were talking about the
together.
Keystone today. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Most important part to the whole thing.
Yeah, it's the only one that matters.
Mm-hmm.
You can stack the rest of the stones like bullshit, but you better place that keystone right. You got to take into account all of your former mistakes. Just make the keystone look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that whiskey treating you?
Bro, you got whiskey, Neil?
I drink liquor mostly. I don't even drink fucking beer.
See, I'm the
Really.
exact opposite.
Every time I see you drink beer.
Well, it's because it's easier to handle, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean though.
A little
Whenever
more
you're chilling by yourself.
A little more socially
so
acceptable
beer's more social. Yeah, beer's
to
more
walk around
social.
with a beer than it is a handle of Jim Beam or something.
If I carry a fucking hard liquor around, I'm just slamming it. Everybody else is like, okay. And then most people probably don't drink as much hard liquor as I do, which is like 7 ounces a day on average. You know, give or take. You know, you get all fired up, and you can throw a whole fucking thing out of fucking whack by just getting everybody too drunk. You can also throw a thing into the right whack, which I'm I try really hard to do a lot of sometimes. I like to pick my nights and shit. Usually pay attention to the moon.
There you go.
Try
That's
to
the good thing to do.
Dude, there's a black moon coming up.
Black
New
moon.
moon?
Yeah, on like the 30th or something like that. Something to do with some solar eclipse
Yeah.
and
There's an eclipse. It's a new moon with an eclipse. Black
Wait,
moon.
what?
Yeah, new moon eclipse.
not going to be visible in the United States. It's going to be visible in like some areas over the Pacific, some areas over the Atlantic, but not
So
really in the United States.
if you guys like eclipses, I am doing this 100%. This is not even a question, and I don't even care if the clouds are there or not. But Mount Katahdin, you know where that is, Bill, right? In
Maine.
2024, April 8th, 2024, Mount Katahdin is directly in the path of a total solar eclipse with a 3-minute and 40-second totality on the top of Mount Katahdin.
I'd be down for that adventure.
I'm fucking going. I'm going. I don't even give a fuck. I'm just inviting everybody I know because I want to get fucking wasted, fucked up, and go see that shit.
I'll bring my
I want
welding
to
hood
there
on the
4
trip.
days, dude.
Bring
I
my
already
welding
been up
hood
the
so I
mountain
can
twice.
stare at it.
Yeah,
Stare
Yeah,
at it.
that's what I'm telling you.
I've been up that mountain twice as well. It's
Mount
a
Katahdin.
hell of a hike. It's a
April 8th, April 8th, April 8th, it's cold. There's snow everywhere. It's cold. You're going to camp the first night. I'm going to camp all weekend. It's on a Monday. I'm going to camp all weekend. And I'm going up on Monday morning. And I'm going to have a ball and a biscuit, baby. It's going to be a nice time.
So the issue I think you're gonna have is getting on the campground list, because you gotta sign, like, they only open the campgrounds like 6 months in advance.
3
And
months to the day.
yeah, so like you gotta.
I got alarm set, dude.
Yeah.
I have
So,
alarm set.
but I'd be down to go hike that mountain again. That's a hell of a hike. It's a good
Well,
hike.
I'll keep reminding you as it gets closer because a full total eclipse on top of Mount Katahdin will be a real nice time.
Yeah.
Real
So
unimaginably nice.
the last time I went up there, we were talking to the ranger who came to check in on us and whatnot, and because we hadn't signed in like we were supposed to, so they came to see if we were there, and we got asking him, what's the worst thing that's happened, and this is like the middle of July, right, when we went up, and he's like, yeah, man, like 2 days ago we had to send out rescue helicopters because some group got lost up on the peak. They got just totally turned around during like an ice storm hit, and they didn't get off the mountain in time, and they had to send up rescue helicopters to go get them down. It was the only way. I was like, you people suck. And then it literally happened the day we were at the top as well, because as we were hiking up, I'm looking back, and you've been up to the top of it, you can see everything for like 100 miles in every direction, and I'm just watching
I have not.
You've never been to the top?
Hell no.
What?
I was saving it for when I did the goddamn Appalachian Trail.
Yeah, I know. The only reason I did it is because my best friend, or my old best friend,
it's like hockey. Don't touch the trophy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he.
That was how I treated the Katahdin. Don't touch the trophy.
His uncle was his great uncle was actually Percival Baxter, who gave Baxter State Park to the state of Maine. So his family used to own that entire property. Used to own Katahdin. And so he's like, oh, I've got a family history thing, and I want to go to the top of it. And he's like, I know you want to do the Appalachian Trail, so let's go hike it. And I was like, fuck it, let's go do it.
Nice mute, Bill.
Yeah, man. It's right on the headphones.
I can tell because a light lit up.
Yeah. So nope. As soon as I hit the mute button, it comes back.
Whoa.
All right, Mike. Tell me about your swamp monster again.
The swamp ape from Florida?
Yeah, where'd the swamp ape come from?
Okay, so I have a friend, one of my really good buddies, and he claims to have had a face-to-face interaction with the swamp ape.
The swamp ape.
Yeah, he said, okay, so there's a lot of boardwalks that go through like swampy regions and wooded areas and stuff like that in Central Florida. And we would often go out on these and get fucked up in the middle of the night and shit like that. And so he said one night after everybody dispersed, this thing came running through the fucking woods, and he said it jumped over the rail of the boardwalk and like stood in front of it, rah! Like that. He said it had big red glowing eyes, and then it jumped over the other side and ran away. And I'm like, really, bro? Oh, this is my bro, dude. You know, like it's not that I don't. It's not that I don't believe him, but I mean, like, I don't fucking know. Like, I don't,
First question.
So you don't. So you don't
How
believe
many
him.
shrooms did he consume?
no, nothing like that. We were just smoking bud. We were just smoking bud out there, but um,
You do or don't believe him.
no, I don't believe. I don't.
All
I love my buddy. I don't fucking believe that shit. He asked. I talked to him just the other day. He's like, "Dude, I saw it. What do you mean you don't?" Because he was saying, Charlotte told him that I didn't fucking believe in the Bigfoot. Because
right.
I don't believe in no Bigfoot. You know, show me the evidence. I said, you know, it's cool. It's cool. I like the idea of it, but personally, I think people that have Bigfoot sightings, they just see bipedal bears.
Seriously talking shit right now?
I'm not.
Bipedal bears. Yeah, bears just standing up.
Yeah. You see a bipedal bear at fucking 50 to 100 yards away, you're gonna be pretty scared out of your fucking mind.
Absolutely,
And you're
yeah.
not
It's
gonna
like
know
it's
what the
like
hell
going
that
to
is.
scratch its ass on a fucking tree or something, and it's standing up
No,
huge.
they walk.
You're like,
They walk.
I know.
These motherfuckers walk. They'll be like strutting.
Oh, you're
They just
talking they
don't.
like walking. They like walking like that.
They probably some probably do, but I've seen videos of these
You're
motherfuckers
talking
walking.
documented bears that like walking on two legs.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So that's a good fucking explanation for Bigfoot. I tell you what.
Well, I mean, Yeti, swamp ape, you know, all the Sasquatch. It's just like there's bears in all of these fucking regions. You know what I'm saying?
There's bears everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
I think
There's-
that Bigfoot is just a large, out of focus monster. I think he's just out of focus.
By popular definition, that's exactly what Bigfoot is.
Right.
So then we get back to cryptids, and then we get back to my excitement for seeing Midget Kiss. And I'm stoked. I'm gonna get a picture with those guys.
Wait, when is
I'll
that
pay
It's
again?
gonna be great.
Is that next weekend?
Yeah.
That's next weekend, yeah.
Fuck. On Saturday, right? The 7th?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mother's Day with Bigfoot kiss.
That's
Midget
right.
kiss. Big kiss.
I want to
Alright,
see a
big
female.
kiss.
I want
I
to
gotta-
see a giant
That's for
fucking
sure.
Bigfoot female.
I gotta talk to Christy. Because her company is part of a. I think we completely forgot about it. And her company is doing like a giant crawfish boil type thing.
Ooh.
And there's supposed to be like 700 people there and all this kind of crap, and we were gonna go. And I knew we had something on the 7th. I was like, no, I think we got something. She's like, no, we don't have anything. And
You guys gonna climb the ladder?
climb the ladder.
Yeah, go to the big corporate function, try to rub elbows and climb the ladder.
No, I'm not. I don't work for the fucking company. I was just gonna go eat some fucking free crawfish.
So what would you rather do? Go see Midget Kiss or go to a ladder climbing event? Like, which one would you rather do, Bill? I want an
Stop
honest
fucking
answer.
sneezing. That's what I'd like to do. Ugh.
Yeah, well, God gave you allergies.
Oh, and I fucking hate him
You
for
got any
it.
lemons? You got any lemons?
No.
Go
Dude,
suck
eat
on a
honey.
lemon.
Eat
Go
honey.
suck on a lemon, Bill.
Ton of local honey. Go spend like $150 on local honey,
I do
and you'll be
that.
cured of your allergy.
I have local honey that I put in my coffee every single morning, thanks to Russ for that little tidbit. I don't use sugar anymore. I use honey. That's it.
And you still got an allergy like that, Bill? Buddy, you got to be harder on yourself when you wake up.
Gotta start sleeping with the windows open.
You don't have to cough like that. There ain't no reason for it.
That's
There
not
ain't no
coughing.
reason.
That was sneezing, dude. I sneeze weird, and it's never one. It's always like 12. So, but yeah, I've Midget Kiss. I really want to see Midget Kiss, just because, you know, it'll be fun.
Do you know anybody from her work?
Yes,
Are they good?
they're very good people.
Do
So
you like them a lot? Do you hang out with them otherwise?
yeah, I would. I went when I went to the Christmas party. It was at the Kingsport Axe House, and her boss, um, he and I got into, like, there was a tournament basically, and we had to. It was whoever could throw the most points, and it came down to me and him, and I won. And he's pissed about it, and I have the trophy in my living room, and every time I see him, he's like, dude, I'm gonna win that trophy back from you. I'm totally gonna take it this year. And I'm like, good luck, buddy. Good fucking luck. But I was
Was
like,
it cornhole?
no, it was axe throwing.
Axe throwing.
Yep.
I don't know. That sounds like fun.
It is. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. You know, all 3 times I've been, I've enjoyed myself thoroughly. Actually, that's not true. 2 out of the 3 times I've been, I've enjoyed myself thoroughly.
Well, then you ought to go. Fuck Bigfoot. Bigfoot ain't real.
Yeah, but it's with everybody, and, like, I don't know. I'll
Well,
talk
I ain't
to...
gonna be there.
Who?
Hell no, I'm going to hang out with my parents.
What? You're
It's
not
Mother's
going...
Day.
Ah, so you're going to your parents.
Mother's Day. I'm gonna go hang out with my ma.
There you go, man.
Yeah, that'll be a good
I'm gonna
time.
buy her a brand new caravan too.
There you go.
There you go, man. That'll be a good time. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
I built my mom a birdhouse.
You guys ever see Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels?
Oh, a long time ago. I've only ever seen it once.
Good one. Like Guy Ritchie a lot.
He does some good movies. He does some real good movies. What was the other one? Snatch.
Yeah, that's
Snatch.
where the caravan came from.
Yeah.
Go to bed, Mike. Past 9.
Yeah, I was literally about to be like, all right, I'm out of
See
here.
you later. I'm out too.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Deuces. Later.
I think I'm gonna. I might not though. I might just keep it rolling because I don't care.
Well, I'm gonna stop the stream, and we can still hang out and whatnot.
That sounds good.
Bye, YouTube.